America's Got Talent's judges have held on to their TV roles for years, not least because of their on-set chemistry. But according to a body language expert, Season 19 has divided the panel for the first time, with Howie Mandel and Heidi Klum intent on producing their own talent show via attention-grabbing antics. Sofia Vergara, 52, shared an image on Instagram on Thursday showing her, as usual, sitting between Simon Cowell, 64, and Heidi, 51, on the AGT panel. Howie, 68, was also seated at the end of the desk on set. The comedian and TV personality grinned alongside the German supermodel, while Simon and Sofia looked more severe. Body language expert Judah James spotted a divide emerging between the reality talent competition judges. Sofia and Simon have been taking the high ground status this season, she told the U.S. Sun. These two have shown haughtiness, which has emerged over time and from their hard stares at the camera. There is an air of intimidation about their poses that looks deliberately chosen to be seen as the trickier judges. Meanwhile, she added, Heidi and Howie have been taking up as much attention and camera time as possible. She compared their body language to that of teenagers, poking out their tongues and giving naughty grins. Some of Howie and Heidi's bizarre new antics were filmed backstage on Wednesday. A behind-the-scenes clip was shared on Instagram, showing Heidi grabbing Howie's belly from behind. I like to get myself excited before a show, Howie said. Heidi rubbed her hands on Howie's belly before the four judges filed out on set to film the show's live results. James suggested the pair are trying to come off as rebels on the NBC series. The four judges entered the studio with Heidi poking out her tongue at the camera, she said. This seemed to be Howie and Heidi's intended behavioral style so far and has set the tone for this season. Heidi's tongue gesture lets everyone know she is on Team Rebel with Howie. They have been grabbing the headlines frequently for their childlike soap operas like this one. Heidi and Howie have been milking it all with Simon and Sofia looking on and at them sternly. Heidi had jumped onto Howie's lap during a performance in August. The star has been married to Terry since 1980, with Heidi married to musician Tom Collitz, 35. Let's just say I was a happily married man, he said, adding, I hope I'm still a happily married man because it was done on national TV. Howie told the U.S. Sun after the show. I have some explaining to do to my wife, but I was at work, right? He asked. James thinks Heidi's lap jump moment triggered a massive competition between the judges. This was the thirst trap central moment, and when Heidi and Howie publicized their shock headlines, she said. Their attention-seeking acts during show filming are apparent. It became an Olympic-style competition between the judges after she sat in Howie's lap. Heidi continued to shake her index finger to get more attention. She said Heidi acted like a clown, while Howie made a face at the camera behind her back. Noticing how Sofia reacted, James said she moved toward her ally, Simon. One moment showed Heidi standing to pretend to gag the audience, she continued. Sofia responded quickly by moving her chair up and toward Simon. He threw his arms into the air in the ultimate attention-seeking pose. Simon also showed dramatic overkill rituals to distance himself from the other two. Otherwise, Simon and Sofia are heavily mirrored this season. They have been leaning into shots with their arms in identical positions and at matching angles. Their facial expressions suggest a serious and more grown-up mood overall. Simon replaced Howard Stern on the AGT panel in 2015 and has since become a series regular. Heidi Klum has been on the reality show for over a decade. The model replaced Sharon Osbourne in 2013 before taking a break and returning for season 15 when Sofia joined the group. Howie started the series in its fifth season and replaced David Hasselhoff. This has made Howie one of the longest-standing judges. Interestingly, in 2023, he spoke to NBC Insider about his time on the panel. I don't feel like I show up at work. I feel like I'm sitting on the couch with a bunch of my friends, just saying what I think, he said. This season it is as if Howie and Heidi are producing their own talent show on AGT, James continued. They have been taking turns pretending to consume each other during camera tricks. Backstage, they have been filmed pretending to expel each other from their backsides. While this has been playful or rebellious child behavior, it has created a clear panel divide. The other two judges have not been joining in or making any comments on it. Simon and Sofia are keeping their distance from it all. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.